Hi, I'm Adam.
And I'm Joe.
And together we're the Maladjusted Misfits.
And this is the one where we talk about friends.
Oh, wait, we can't start. I need my notes. My iPad's in the freezer.
Why is it in the freezer?
I was working on this episode and I got scared.
Of what?
Robert's junk.
Adam.
Welcome, Misfits, and hello to any new Friends fans that have stumbled across our podcast.
Every week we rewatch the next episode in sequential order because that makes the most sense.
And we break it down.
And look stuff up.
And we add our own brand of maladjusted commentary.
We do. Some of us more than others.
And we have fun and laugh and stuff.
That we do.
What'd you do this week, Joe?
Not much.
Not much?
No, we worked a lot.
So we did a lot of worked
Yeah.
on stuff.
Yep.
Watched some movies and stuff. We'll share that later.
Yeah. Nothing too exciting.
No, it's getting close to the holidays. You know, everybody's winding down.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't have to work as much this week, so.
Yeah, holiday week.
Woohoo!
Whoop, whoop.
All right, what episode are we doing this week?
I don't know. I lost my track of my notes. Oh, here we go. The one where Monica and Richard are just friends.
Aww. What's the IMDb plot?
Monica's willpower is tested when she bumps into Richard. Joey and Rachel exchange their favorite books, and Phoebe dates an athletic guy who doesn't realize he has a wardrobe malfunction. Oh, I forgot all about that term.
A wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, remember that?
Super Bowl?
Super Bowl, yeah.
Justin Timberlake and...
Somebody.
Yeah, one of the Jacksons.
Yeah, Michael Jackson and
No.
Justin Timberlake.
Janet Jackson.
I didn't watch it. I don't know.
I think that you would feel it. Wouldn't you feel it if it was... I don't know. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought you were talking about Janet Jackson stuff.
No. All right, our episode director is returning, Robbie Benson.
Oh, Robbie Benson.
Sparkly blue eyes is back.
Hey, were you cutting it out with the sparkly blue eyes?
He has really intense blue eyes. I wonder how many people looked him up after I said he had pretty blue eyes.
6.
Is that your guess? He has 82 acting credits to his name and quite a few director credits. Mm-hmm. But I also noticed soundtracks. Yeah. So I figured it would be Beauty and the Beast songs, right? Because he was Beast and Beauty and the Beast animated. But he also wrote the song We Are Not Alone from The Breakfast Club.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Sung by Carla DeVito, who is his wife.
Oh. Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, they got married in 1984.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Fun.
Isn't that cool?
That is
I like
cool.
that song. That's the part where they're, like, being all weird.
They're doing the dancing around and stuff. Right.
I thought that was a really fun tidbit.
That is a fun tidbit. Good job.
Thank you. But Robbie did it. I just read it. So, our episode writer is returning, Michael Borkow.
Oh.
Returning writer. He wrote for a show called How to Be a Gentleman.
Oh.
In 2011-2013.
Okay.
Starring Kevin Dillon and Dave Foley.
Oh. That's a weird duo.
An uptight writer of a weekly etiquette column is forced to hire a rude, crude, sloppy life coach to jumpstart his articles. As time goes on, both learn valuable lessons from each other.
So I'm guessing Kevin Dillon is the uptight writer. And Dave Foley is the rude, crude, sloppy life coach.
Yeah, he looks like one, doesn't he? It's kind of like a twist on the Odd Couple, kind of.
Yeah.
It didn't last very long, but... When was our original air date?
The original air date was January 30th, 1997.
All right.
The number one movie from that weekend was a re-release of a movie that first came out a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Ooh.
Star Wars: A New Hope. This time with 100% more Jabba CGI. And we aren't going to talk about who shot who first.
We saw that in Los Angeles, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. Are you ready for some trivia?
I am ready.
Yay. All right, so one of the video boxes that can be seen in the video store, so if you pause it
Right.
in the video store when Monica and Richard are there, is Beauty and the Beast.
Aww.
1991, in which the Beast is voiced by our own Robbie Benson,
Yes.
who directed this episode. In the opening scene in the video store, when Monica is talking to the clerk behind the counter, a movie poster of the film One-on-One, 1977, stars Robbie Benson.
Oh.
Can be seen hanging on the door when Monica walks in. Tom Selleck appears in this episode without his trademark mustache.
Yes.
He had to shave it off during the filming of the 1997 comedy In and Out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he looks more gay without it. He played a gay man in In and Out.
And it was a good movie. It was a good movie.
It's a very good movie.
Yeah. Joey was, in fact, not spoiling the book for Rachel. When Joey is making coded references to the book The Shining, he references the movie version rather than the book. For example, remember when the kids see those two blanks in the hallway?
Right.
And blank makes blank a blank blank.
Right.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Right.
Those are not written in the book, only in the movie.
Yeah.
But Ross refers to Jack Nicholson, who's the star of The Shining, the movie.
Right.
Which is amazing.
Amazing.
It's one of our faves.
Yep.
The tie-dye shirt that Phoebe wears is a Grateful Dead Lithuanian basketball shirt.
Yeah, I had to look that up too. I was like, what the hell?
So in 1992, Lithuania, newly independent from the Soviet Union, did not have enough money to send its basketball team to the Olympics.
Right.
The Grateful Dead heard about this and took it upon themselves to raise the money to get them to the Olympics. And in thanks, the Lithuanian basketball team sported tie-dye jerseys.
Fun. Okay.
And they went on to win the bronze in Barcelona.
Nice.
I thought that was the cutest little story.
Yeah. Why hasn't that been a movie yet?
I know, right? And then the book Ross is reading in this, you'll see him holding a book.
Yeah, I did see him.
Yeah, it's called Race. How blacks and whites think and feel about the American obsession by Studs Terkel.
I'm sorry, what?
Studs Terkel.
Studs Terkel.
And it's a real book you can buy on Amazon.
Okay.
So apparently Studs Terkel is his real name.
Studs? I haven't heard that since Longpoke, man.
That's from the movie Out of Sight. All right. So what were your episode reactions?
I enjoy Richard popping back up.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed Robert popping out.
Oh.
Even though they picked the book read-off with the two most unlikely friends of the group, they still get some solid laughs out of the bit.
Yeah.
I like this one a lot. It's
Yeah.
fun. Like I said, it's a little... I'm not sure why it's Joey and Rachel having this.
Yeah, because you never see Joey read anything else.
No, he complains
now,
about
Rachel
it sometimes.
Does read, but you'd think she reads books like Chandler's mom's books.
My assumption, and this could just be way off because I don't look up any of the trivia for the show.
Right.
My assumption is the first pitch was for Ross and Rachel to have the book swap.
Oh.
And then they thought of more funny bits for somebody like Joey. Because, Ross would never put a book in the freezer.
No.
That's definitely a Joey thing.
I like this episode a lot, too. It's fun. It's full of fun, goofy storylines. I love Richard and Monica being just friends. Mm-hmm. Robert coming out. Joey getting sad about Beth dying.
Yeah.
It's a good episode.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's do our favorites.
Okay, so favorite line first.
Okay.
Joe, what was your favorite line?
It's when Chandler sees Robert for the first time and goes, I'm up, I've gotten up now.
I did it really fast. I don't know what else to say.
I just love his little reaction.
Right.
What's yours?
Well, you already said my favorite line. It's Joey, all blank and no blank makes blank a blank blank.
And anyone that's seen The Shining knows exactly what that is.
Right. It makes perfect sense when he says it.
All right. Favorite moment. I love when Richard and Monica are talking on the phone and he's at the door.
Oh, yeah.
And she goes, yeah, I'm sure. And then she opens the door and he goes, are you really sure? And she
Yeah.
goes, I'm going to have to call you back.
Aw.
It's so romantic.
So sentimental.
So
you like the
cute.
sentimental
I know.
moments. But I picked a sentimental moment for my favorite.
Yeah.
I picked Joey sad because Beth is really sick.
Yeah.
The stinger. It's just so cute.
He's like,
For
"Beth is
people
really
who know Little Women,
Yep.
it's the like gut punch the
Yep.
story,
Yep.
and it's Joey's just perfect.
Yep, he
Matt
got to
LeBlanc
that
is
point
just
and he's
perfect.
like, what the?
Oh no.
All right, so favorite outfits.
Okay.
This was a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
Phoebe wore a lot of tie-dye stuff. Monica was pretty casual too, just jeans and shirts. So I'm going to go with, even though it's brown, Rachel's brown suit in the beginning when she's getting ready for work because it has like a velvet collar on the jacket.
Oh, okay.
And there's like flowers and stuff on it.
Yeah.
I would like it more if it wasn't brown, but it was cute and she looks really good.
Yeah,
in
I
it.
didn't like that velvet
Really? I like
collar. It's weird to me. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's starting to look a little dated.
Yeah. So that suit, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I had one, but it had like a leopardy collar.
Oh.
I wore it to job interviews.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I know. Yeah, I threw it away after I got the job.
All right, for my outfit, I went with Monica's black nightie. This is my favorite
Why
outfit.
am I not
This
surprised?
is my favorite outfit of the episode. Now, Phoebe did have on, you said she wore a lot of, she wore the
Sportsy
Lithuanian
stuff, yeah.
thing, and she did have on a cute sweater with smiley faces on it that I liked. But, yeah, I mean.
The nightie trumps it. All right, themes we explored this episode.
Okay.
Theme 1, just being friends.
Yes. And theme 2, not being concealed in the shorts area.
Theme 3, Little Women.
Oh, they weren't little girls. They were little women. And theme 4, Jack Nicholson or The Shining.
That's right. All right, we're going to take a quick break before we break down the episode. Hey, do you have any ice?
Check the freezer. If there's none in there, then we're probably out. Are you just getting in from work? It's late. Ross is going to flip.
Yeah, I know. I had the greatest day, though. I got to sit on the meeting with the reps from Calvin Klein. I told my boss I liked this line of lingerie, and she ordered a ton of it. How was your day?
I discovered I was able to count all of my teeth using just my tongue. I have 56.
Why do you have a copy of The Shining in your freezer?
Oh, I was just reading it last night and I got scared, so.
But, you're safe from it if it's in the freezer?
Well, safer, you know. I mean, I never start reading The Shining without making sure we've got plenty of room in the freezer, you know.
How often do you read it?
Haven't you ever read the same book over and over again?
Well, I guess I read Little Women more than once. But, I mean, that's a classic. What's so great about The Shining?
The question should be, Rach, what is not so great about The Shining, okay? And the answer would be nothing, all right? This is like the scariest book ever. I bet it's way better than that classic of yours.
Okay, well, let's just see about that, okay? I'll read The Shining, and you'll read Little Women.
Sorry, Rach, but you've always been reading The Shining, and you will be reading it forever and ever and ever.
What?
All right, we're back.
We're back. We start with the cold open, the local video store. Remember those?
Yes, local video stores.
Monica and Cornelius.
Yes. Cornelius is working at the video store.
That's right.
How
He was
about that?
the extra, and then all of a sudden he shaved his goatee, and now he's the video store clerk.
Yeah.
So we start with Monica running into the video store and is greeted by your favorite stand-in, Cornelius.
Yes.
He scans the movie. Remember those little pen ones? Those were brought back so many memories.
Yeah. Those were the height
I know.
of technology.
He scans the movie and says $6. Mon says, I only had 1 day late. And Cornelius is abusing his power and says, well, it's 8:02.
Aw, Cornelius is kind of a dick.
Yes. So Mon says, you're going to have to help me out because I only got $3. Then holy Richard, Batman.
Oh, no.
Richard comes up behind her and says, I can help with that. I like how Cornelius doesn't even take her $3 until Richard walks up. Like,
Right.
I'm not letting you off the hook with $3. You have to.
And you have a tree behind you. And Tom Selleck just looks funny without the soup strainer. He just looks like a completely different person.
So Mon says, oh my God, and greets Richard and exclaims that his lip went bald. He hands jerky jerk clerk the $3 and says, she looks great. Except that
what?
panties are stuck to your clothes.
Oh, that's a bummer.
She says, wow, I was changing laundry, static electricity, or God saw an opportunity.
God or David and Marta? Come on.
They hug and Richard pulls a pair of pantyhose out of her hood. Cue, I'll be there.
Aw, a little meet cute at the local video store.
That's right.
So we're still there when we come back.
Yep.
It's still Monica and Richard. And Monica and Richard are making fun of a guy in the classic movie section. Monica thinks as soon as they leave, he's going to head into the porn. And Richard says he's going to go up to the counter with Citizen Kane, or Vertigo, and a Clockwork Orgy.
Ooh.
I personally do not want to watch the porn version of A Clockwork Orange. That's going to be all kinds of fucked up shit.
It's fucked up on its own,
Right.
let alone making it into a porn.
Right. No good.
All right, so there's some cut lines on the DVD which are really funny.
Mm-hmm.
So Richard says to the interested porn customer, excuse me, we're going to be here for a while, so why don't you just go back there? He points to the adult video section.
Right.
And Monica goes, yeah, we're not judging.
We're not judging you. Just get back there.
And he smiles and nods and then goes back there.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. That's funny. They gave me the green light. Now I need one with a tall guy and a short brunette.
Oh, no.
I just think it's funny, too, that A Clockwork Orange, another Stanley Kubrick movie.
It is. So The Shining, Clockwork Orange.
Richard says that he missed laughing with Monica and asks to get a hamburger or something. Just as friends, he won't grope her.
Oh, that's nice of him to say.
Yeah. At least he said it. Monica says it's too soon, but Richard tries to play it cool. No, I just had lunch. I had lunch at 11. No, it's not too soon for dinner.
Oh, my God. All right, we're at Monica and Rachel's. Rachel, Ross, Joey, and Chandler.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby, Chandler shouts. He's going to make himself some chocolate milk. And Ross acts like you cannot have any after you hit puberty. He informs him he's 29.
Yeah, I'm like 50-something, and I could go for some brown cow right now.
Yeah, I like to get that gourmet shit in the glass bottle. Oh, my God, it's so good.
You like to get gourmet everything.
So Rachel jumps up and says she has to go to work. And Ross asks when she'll be getting home. And Rach says she will be late again.
I like how they're not fighting this episode, but they still throw in their,
tension.
She's still working late.
Yeah.
He's still mad.
I think it's weird because they can spend all this time together. Like, sometimes you have to work late.
Right.
So Ross whines, oh, come on, not again. Rachel apologizes but makes a deal with him for every night that he's asleep before she gets home from work. She'll wake him up in a way that's proved very popular in the past. Ross quickly changes his tune. If you need to stay late, I want to be supportive of that.
I guess my problem is I don't know why she's staying so late at Bloomingdale's.
Yeah, it's a department store.
It doesn't seem like it'd be like every night we have to work late. So.
Right, yeah. And there's 2 assistants. It's
right.
weird.
And they always have a shipping problem, which I know the shipping companies, after a certain time, they're like, no fucking way.
Yeah,
unless we'll charge you triple time if you want to sit out a driver. But
So Phoebe enters carrying rollerblades.
Yes.
And Joey asks when she started rollerblading, and she says starting tomorrow.
That's a funny answer.
She met a cute guy in the park, and he's like, athletic, and he's going to teach her jock stuff. And Ross asks what she's going to do for him, and she says, I'm going to let him.
I'm going to let him.
Monica comes from the boudoir.
Yes.
And Rachel says she got in late last night. And she shares she ran into Richard. Gasps all around. Rach asks, when did this happen? And I love this line. Oh, about 8:02.
Yeah, that was specific.
She tells them they talked, went out for an innocent burger. Phoebe says there's no such thing as an innocent burger.
And I feel like that joke would annoy me, but they just bypass it. Like it didn't even happen. None of them react. None of them go, "Oh my God, Phoebe!"
Oh, because it's a burger and
right.
she's a vegetarian.
Yeah, somebody said hamburger, so I have to say something. And they all just blow right past it. Like, nope.
So Rachel asks her, Monica, what are you doing? And Chandler, clearly in love with her. Well, she spent the last 6 months getting over him. Now she's celebrating by going on a date with him.
Yeah, that's how you reward yourself, right?
Mon explains that it's not a date, okay? She's just going to teach him how to make lasagna for some potluck dinner he has.
Aww.
And Joey informs her she might want to make a little extra. You'll probably be hungry after the sex. I love Chandler's face in this scene. He laughs and he raises his chocolate milk to Joey. Like, good job, Joe.
Good job. Let me toast that.
Mon says they're not going to have sex. Nothing has changed. She still doesn't want children, and I still do. So that's why they're just going to be friends. And Ross quips, naked friends.
He quips about his sister and his dad's friend.
I thought the line was funny, though.
It is funny. It makes me laugh.
Yeah.
It's just one of those that...
It's gross.
It's like, oh, why did Ross have to say that?
Yeah, Chandler could have said it.
All right, so now we're at Chandler and Joey's.
Mm-hmm.
Joey and Rachel. And Joey is watching the boob tube as Rachel comes in to see if they have any ice. And I like that Joey's like, well, you can try the freezer. If there's none in there, we're probably out. Makes sense. It's not over here by me. Joey then comments that it's late, again, driving home and asks if she just got home. And yeah, she did. Yeah, but she had the greatest Ross-free day. She got to sit on a meeting with reps from Calvin Klein. She told her boss that she liked the line of lingerie, and she ordered a ton of it. None of my bosses ever liked it when I brought up my favorite lines of lingerie. They were like, would you stop talking about that, Adam? Joey, on the other end, discovered that he can count all of his teeth using just his tongue. Now, raise of hands out there, people who have tried to do this when they're sitting at home watching this episode.
No. I didn't.
You've never done it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because I think I would get easily distracted. I'd be like, 1, 2, oh, what's that?
No, I mean, when we're watching this episode and he says it, I always go, oh, let's see, 1, 2. And then I'm trying to remember how many teeth I'm supposed to have.
It's not 56.
I always thought that he should say the wrong number, so I added it. Rachel finds something in the freezer, not ice. A copy of Stephen King's The Shining. And Joey was reading it last night, and he got scared. And Rachel questions if he's safe from it, if it's in the freezer. And he's like, safer?
I like that, safer.
Yeah. I'm not completely safe. Nobody's ever completely safe. But he never starts reading The Shining without making sure that they have plenty of room in the freezer. And Rachel asks how often he reads it. And I like that Joey doesn't answer.
Uh-huh.
I feel like he's just been reading it one long time.
I never stopped reading it.
Right. I finish it, then I start over. I read a chapter a month. But he answers her question with a question. Haven't you ever read the same book over and over again? And Rachel read Little Women more than once, but that's a classic. Again, judging from some of her future actions, I have trouble believing this, but I guess she was a teenage girl at some point. Then we get to the point where Rachel kind of pisses me off because she kind of cops a little bit of an attitude and goes, what's so great about The Shining? and I don't care for her reductionist tone. I need a minute.
Adam? Adam reads a lot of horror. I'm sure he'll be back. Are you coming back? He'll be back, don't worry. Okay, so Joey tells Rachel the question should be not, what is not so great about The Shining? And the answer would be nothing. Adam, Joey likes it, remember? Joey explains that it's the scariest book ever. Way better than that classic of yours. Feeling better?
Yeah, a little bit. Again, whose idea was it to have this plot line between Rachel and Joey? Little Women isn't a catalog.
All right, calm down.
Anyway, Rachel Green, literary critic, decides she'll read The Shining and Joey will read Little Women. And Joey agrees, but he questions how little these little women are. Are they like scary little? Oh, Joey.
Scary Little Women.
We should do a Scary Little Woman like the Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Oh, yeah, that would be funny. Central Park, Chandler, Ross, and entering Phoebe and Robert. We open with Chandler and Ross on the couch. Sweater vest? I need a judgment call. I think it is. It might be a combo. It looks like a sweater part in the front, but they never really show the back.
Yeah, they never show the back. I could never get a good look on it. I mean, I wrote in the notes, I need Joe's judgment call.
Yeah.
So, Joe?
Should we? I wanted to give it a half count because it looks like a sweater vest, but Adam says, no, it's either a vest or not.
Yeah, I don't want to do a half a sweater vest.
I'm counting it. It looks like a sweater vest.
Okay, so we're counting the vest.
All right, so actually, there's a cut line when the scene opens. It opens.
And Chandler's like, I'm wearing a sweater vest.
Kind of. So Chandler's touching the couch. He's like rubbing the couch. Mm-hmm. He goes, I love this fabric. I think I'm going to have a suit made out of this. And Ross just gives him a dirty look.
You say this stuff to girls.
So Phoebe and Robert come in, and she introduces them and points out that he has lipstick on his cheek from her. They were just kissing. Well, it's cold out, and everyone has on sweaters and coats, and he's in shorts and a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And Chandler points it out to him. And Robert says he's from California. Chan says, right. Sometimes you guys just burst into flames. Which is funny because we live in a 4-season climate, right? Mm-hmm. So we have winter, cold and snowy before global warming.
Right.
But, when we lived in LA and I was going to lunch one day,
right,
nobody wanted to go because it was 55 degrees out. And they were like, we're not going out. It could probably snow.
Right. Well, that's what, when he says I'm from California, like normally people that are from hotter climates
get really
cold
yeah.
when they're in New York or wherever. So. Plus, those guys that need to wear, feel like they need to wear shorts all the time, creep me out.
Yeah. Of
course, regular people creep me out too, so.
Well, I mean, I wear dresses every day and people think that's weird, so.
You are weird.
All right. So, anywho, Robert leans back on the arm of the chair, and Chandler looks up to see his little Robert.
I feel like Chandler takes a nice long look. I mean, he's overacting for the audience, for sure. You know.
Like, am I looking at what I'm really looking at?
But it's like, I feel like it's just a beat too long. Just look away, Chandler. Look away.
So Chandler, horrified by seeing a stranger's Frank and possibly his beans, stands up and goes, I'm up. I've gotten up now. Anybody want anything? So Robert, Phoebe, and Ross all say they will take coffee. Chandler nervously says, okay, Ross, why don't you come with me? Ross goes to the counter and asks Chan, what is the matter with you? What's going on? And Chan explains that Robert's coming out. Ross, confused, asks, what do you mean? What? Is he gay? Not that kind of coming out. No, he's coming out of his shorts. Ross asks, what? Chandler shares, the man is showing brain.
Oh, no.
Ross, not convinced, asks, are you sure? Chandler says, yes.
Yeah, when you see something like that, you know.
Yeah. He goes, hold on. He walks over behind the couch and says, I'm sorry, you guys. That was a coffee and a And Robert says, coffee. We could write it down for you.
Why is he a dick to Ross for no reason?
Yeah, I was like, all of a sudden, you're just... Ross bends lower on the couch to catch the peep show. And he walks back to the counter and goes,
I like that he starts laughing as soon as he sees it.
Yeah. Chandler wonders, what do we do? And Ross suggests that they try not to look directly at it. Chandler agrees. Like an eclipse.
Like an eclipse, that's right. All right, so then we're back at Monica and Rachel's. Monica and Richard. Mm-hmm. Their former pair are cooking. And Richard asks what he should say if people compliment his cooking tonight. And Monica says, say thank you very much, and then buy me something pretty. Sometimes when you go to the store, I tell you to buy me something pretty, and then I get a Funko Pop or a Jaws lunchbox.
Yeah, that's your version of pretty. And when I leave, I say, if I don't come back, avenge my death.
That's from The Simpsons.
I also want to point out that they're making the lasagna noodles.
Yes, hand making the noodles.
So is she doing that to impress Richard? Or when she made those 12 lasagnas for her aunt, did she hand make all those noodles?
She hand made the noodles. She's a hand making girl.
A hand making girl.
That's how she cooks. She's a chef.
Okay.
But Monica calls him over so they can both put their hands in the bowl and start squishing the tomatoes, which I think is a little strange. Come help me. Let's put all four of our hands in this one bowl. And Richard thinks it feels weird. And Monica comments that he touches people's eyeballs every day, but this feels weird. And he's like, yeah, he touches them, but he spent years learning not to squish them.
I like that line.
That would be bad for an ophthalmologist.
Ophthalmologist.
Then they touch each other's hands in the not quite tomato sauce. Saucy. Then Richard squishes some on his shirt, and Monica gets a rag and, puts club soda on it, and then starts to wipe his chest, and they look into one another's eyes, and Monica backs away from Richard, and he asks what, and she goes, there's some on your pants. And his response is, I'll just throw them out. It's okay if the pants are ruined. We don't want to get too intimate.
We got the Central Perk, Joey, Ross, and Chandler. And Joey is reading Little Women and says, wow, these little women.
So judging by how long it took him to read the Empty Vase poem, how long do you think it'll take him to get through this novel?
Guess what? Sweater vest number 2.
Right. And not even a maybe. A definite sweater vest.
It is definitely a sweater vest. Since you'll let me count the first one, we're up to 2 sweater vests in one episode.
That's right. It's unbelievable.
I know.
It's amazing.
So Chandler asks if he's liking the book, and he says, oh yeah, Amy just burned Joe's manuscript, and I don't see how he could ever forgive her. Ross interrupts and says, Joe's a girl. It's short for Josephine.
Joe, are you a girl?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But Joe is not short for Josephine.
No.
Not even close. So Joey's confused and says, but Joe's got a crush on Lori. Mm-hmm. Ross nods his head. Oh, you mean it's like a girl thing? Because that is the one thing missing from The Shining.
That is missing from The Shining. They have a boy-bear thing going on.
Oh, yeah, that's weird. That's also in the movie. So Chandler says, no, actually, Lori's a boy.
Yeah.
Joey now says, no wonder Rachel had to read this so many times. Okay, just making a small point there. Mm-hmm. There are pronouns in the book that he should have been able to keep it straight. But it is Joey.
Yeah, it is Joey. And I like that he goes back to the beginning of the book and starts to read it again. Do you know?
I just want to make sure I got this.
Oh, man. I have to incorporate all this new information.
So Phoebe and Robert and little Robert enter and say, hey. Ross says, how'd the basketball go? Phoebe says, oh, okay. I learned how to shoot a layup, a foul shot, and a 23-pointer. Chandler says, you mean a 3-pointer? But Phoebe instructs him she gets more because she is dainty.
I like Robert's little hand gesture. Yeah, of course, she gets more.
So Robert asks if there's a phone so he can check his messages. And Phoebe says, yeah, in the back. You want a quarter? Robert says, oh, no thanks. I always carry one in my sock. He puts his leg up on the couch to get the quarter, once again exposing himself to Chandler and Ross. In horror, Chandler slides over and leans against Joey on the couch.
Yep.
I like Joey's like, what are you doing? And he pushes Chandler back to the side of the couch. Get back over on your side. And he goes, hello. He sees Robert in all his glory.
Yeah.
Then to Robert, he goes, hi, I'm Joey. We haven't met.
I should get to know your name.
Since I've seen your package. So Robert walks away, and the guys all start laughing their asses off in front of Phoebe. And Phoebe's like, what, you guys? Do you not like Robert? Why are you laughing?
And I kind of like that Phoebe is wearing that Lithuanian weird tie-dye jersey. You know, I looked it up and found out the whole story about the Lithuanian shirt. And I thought that it was cute that that's her sports thing. It's like we had a sports day at work. You were just supposed to wear whatever your favorite team. It could be basketball or, you know.
Football.
Right. And I wore a Harlem Globetrotter shirt. And they were like, oh, God.
I know. I think one time they asked me at work what my favorite sport was. And I was like, does roller derby count?
Yeah, roller derby's fun.
I like watching women's roller derby. If I wasn't such a wimp, I would play. Yeah. I would hurt myself like 5 minutes onto the court.
Yeah. Plus you're aged out a little bit now.
Well, I meant back then. You saying I can't take women down?
Well, that's a completely different question.
Back to the show. Ross tells Phoebe to calm down. There's no reason to get testy.
Oh!
The guys start laughing even harder. So Phoebe says, you guys, come on. Chandler apologized and explained that Robert isn't as concealed in the shorts area as one may have hoped.
I liked that Chandler and Ross have seen his stuff twice. So there's people in his life that just have to live with it.
Right? Nobody said anything
Nobody said anything to him. But, I mean, Chandler's just some guy that's been at the coffee house twice when he's been there.
Right. So Phoebe says, what do you mean? Robert comes back and sits down, and Joey says, Robert, could you pass me those cookies? Robert says, sure. Puts his leg up on the table for some reason.
Yeah.
And Phoebe gets a peekaboo at the good stuff. And then there's a cut line at the end. So Chandler's holding the basketball.
Right.
Because Phoebe was playing with it and she gave it to Chandler.
Right.
And Robert goes, ball. Motions to Chandler to throw the basketball. Chandler goes, yeah.
Yeah. You got that right.
It was funny.
So then we're at Monica and Rachel's again, and it's Monica. Mm-hmm. And Monica is on the phone asking how the lasagna went over. And she says, you owe me 3 pretty things. And she's been thinking about Richard, too. The plutonomy thing is hard, but she thinks it's better this way. And then there's a knock on the door. Uh-huh. And she's like, we're being smart. Yes, she's sure. And she answers the door, and Richard's there on his cellular telephone.
Aww.
And he asks, are you really sure? And she says she'll have to call him back and climbs that big tree Richard for a kiss.
It's such a cute moment. Then we cut to Monica's bedroom. Yeah. Monica and Richard.
Yeah.
Post-coital smiles on their faces as they lay in bed. Mon says they can be friends who sleep together. And of course, Richard is not about to protest.
No.
So he says it can be just something they do together, like racquetball. Mon says it sounds smart and healthy to her. Then inquires if he has any other racquetball buddies. Richard looks odd and then says, just your dad.
Just your dad. Don't do that. No, not like that. No.
Can you use something else? So Richard points at that actually is racquetball. You know, I do have a blind date with my sister's neighbor next Tuesday.
Oh.
Monica says, oh. And he asks if she wants her to cancel it. And Monica says playfully, no. And she pushes him. No. He says, okay. Monica then follows with, because if you do that, that means you'd be canceling for me. And we're just friends. Mm-hmm. Richard pushes her back and says, exactly. And then there's some cut lines. There's a lot of cut lines in this episode.
Yeah.
Monica says, and besides, you know what? It wouldn't be fair anyways, because my mother is trying to set me up with some lawyer. Richard goes, "Oh, who's the lawyer?" And she goes, "Oh, no, she doesn't actually have one, but she's looking."
She's calling
law firms.
law firms and just.
You have any single eligible guys there?
All right, so then we're back at Central Perk. Ross, Phoebe, and Robert. Robert comes in swinging his bat around. I mean, an actual bat.
Yeah.
And Phoebe instructs him not to sit down, which tickled me.
No, sit down.
Don't sit. And Gunther is wearing a sweater vest with a coffee cup on it. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. But before they go into the batting cages, Phoebe presents Roberto with a gift. And Chandler appears from nowhere to declare his excitement for the gift of stretchy pants. Those are the best things in the world. Robert should wear them every day. Every day. But Robert cannot wear them. They make him fall down.
No, that's not right.
No, what he says is that they're too tight. It makes him feel like he's on display. Another good line read. But Phoebe says, that's all right. She was disappointed as they head out. She's kind of like that. I figured.
I wasted my money.
But Joey enters and Rachel appears from someplace. And Joey asks how The Shining is. And she says Danny just went into room 217. And Joey's excited. The next part is the best. The dead lady in the bathtub. And Rachel starts yelling, no, spoilers, no, Joey, you'll ruin it. And so Joey announces he'll talk in code. And I feel like someone should have stopped him right there. Yeah. He's not exactly the Zodiac. I think Chandler's going, let's not do code.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
He's like, remember when the kid sees the two blanks in the hallway? And Ross and Chandler nod in agreement. And I do really like that Ross and Chandler have both already read both of the books on the syllabus. Joey continues, all blanks and no blank makes blank a blank blank. And I did stop here to make a all blanks and no blank make blank a blank blank t-shirt.
That's funny.
And Rachel looks annoyed. And Joey continues. No, the end! When Jack almost kills them all with that blank, but in the last second they get away. Oh! And now Rachel's a little pissed because he ruined the end of the book. I like Chandler's line here. I can't believe she cracked code! And Rachel decides what is good for the gander is good for the goose. So she says Lori proposes to Joe. But she says no, even though she's still in love with him, and he ends up marrying Amy.
And again, technically, they're talking about the movie, because in the book, she clearly does not love Lori.
Right.
They're just friends, but she has no interest in being his wife.
It could be a different take on the book.
That's true.
You know, that somebody's not quite right on the...
Well, she's probably like, why doesn't she love him? He's rich.
Right. Right. It's Rachel. It's Rachel's take. And Joey goes, hey! And even Ross is taken aback by the blatancy of Rachel's actions. Joey explains his was an accident. He's kind of dopey. And then ruins it further by saying, okay, the boiler explodes, destroys the hotel, and kills the dad.
Beth dies.
And Ross looks so sad here. I mean, Joey's reaction is funny. Yeah. But Ross just looks like, oh no. And this is like a funny nightmare to me because I hate spoiling endings. You know, Ross and Rachel end up together.
Adam.
Sorry. They already know. It's not really a spoiler. Joey asks if he keeps reading, is Beth going to die?
Aww.
And Chandler tries to help. No, Beth doesn't die, does she, Rachel? And Rachel has no sympathy. What?
Well, she's like, you know she dies. Right. I think that's what she's trying.
I know, but... And then Ross tries. Joey is asking if you ruin the only book he's ever loved that doesn't star Jack Nicholson. Just the one that stars Winona Ryder. Or Saoirse Ronan. Or Maya Hawke. Or June Allison. Or Katharine Hepburn. Or Susan Day. Man, there are a lot of Little Women adaptations out there.
I only knew like half of those. I had no idea.
That wasn't even all of them.
Susan Day was in one.
It's like Batman.
They have to start the story over again.
Rachel gives in and recants her spoilers. But Joey wants to know why she would say that. And she fake confesses that she wanted to hurt him. And that's when Robert runs back in for his keys and bends down to get them. And judging by Rachel's reaction, she saw Pinky and the brain.
We're at Monica and Rachel is there.
Yeah.
Rachel's reading, and Monica bursts in and scares her, and she holds up a potato masher. So question 1, why is she holding a potato masher? Was that the scenario that he was on the couch holding the masher? I don't know. And if you're scared, question 2, would you grab the potato masher or the meat tenderizer?
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Potato masher's funny, though. Like, she just grabbed something.
So Rachel apologizes, and Mom says, "You would not believe my day. I had to work 2 shifts. And then to top it off, I lost one of my fake boobs." She opens her coat, revealing a large burn mark over her left breast.
Aww.
In a grill fire.
Oh, no.
Rachel laughs and smiles. Monica says, "What are you smiling at?" Rachel says, "Sorry, I was just thinking that your day could still pick up."
So she knows Richard's in the other room.
And she's sitting on the couch reading.
She's sitting on the couch reading.
Yeah.
And she feels she has to have the potato masher to make herself feel...
And the tree is in there.
To feel safer.
So Monica says, "Yeah, right," and goes into her bedroom and sees Richard, who has covered the room in roses, 2 glasses of wine, and a rose between his lips.
He's been there for 6 hours.
I didn't know she had to work a double.
She had to work a double today.
Richard says, "Hello," and Monica shouts, "I love this friend thing!"
Oh, do I need to put on a tux and wait for you in bed more often?
Nah, we're married. I'm good.
Good, because I hate wearing a tuxedo. So, we're at Central Perk again. Phoebe, Chandler, and Ross. Another sweater vest!
3 in 1 episode.
Xmas miracles do happen.
Actually, it's Thanksgiving week, but... So not to spoil the 3 sweater vests that we have in this episode, but I was thinking when I was like, Jesus Christ, 3 sweater vests?
Right.
It's cold outside.
It's cold. Yeah.
So
it's winter.
He
That's
went
why
through a stretch of not wearing sweater vests because it was warmer.
Because it was warm now.
And now it's cold.
Now he's in the fall.
Yeah.
In the winter months.
To keep his chest warm.
But Phoebe is warning of Robert's impending arrival, and she begs the boys to tell him. Every time she sees him now, it's like, is it on the loose? Is it watching me from its shadowy cover with its one eye? Chandler explains that as guys, we can't go up to other guys and talk about the guy's stuff. And Ross agrees, even if it's to say something complimentary. Like, nice circumcision, or nice looking good.
So then there's a series of cut lines.
Oh, more cut lines.
I know. So Chandler goes, "Why don't you just tell him you're going out with him?" And Phoebe goes, "Oh no, it would be way too awkward. No, I haven't even seen it with permission yet." So what do I do? Just, break up with him? Ross goes, "I don't know. I think it's an unsolvable problem." Chandler goes, "It's a Kurat Mariah." Ross looks confused. The unsolvable problem they gave Captain Kirk as part of his training to be a Starfleet commander.
Oh.
Ross goes, "No, you mean Kobayashi Maru."
Yes.
And Chandler goes, "What's a Kurat Mariah?" Ross goes, "It's the place with the cheap rooms where he stayed in Israel."
Oh, that's pretty good.
I thought it was funny.
So then in comes Robert, saying the gym has a new rock climbing wall, and they can spot each other. Phoebe says, "No, I can spot you from here."
I do like the way she says that. "No, I can spot you from here."
Robert says, "What?" And she crumbles. "Listen, Robert." And Ross and Chandler remember they have to leave the situation.
I like how they go behind them at another table.
Phoebe thinks he's really, really great. Oh, God, here we go again. Clearly not a new experience for Robert. Then he whines why this keeps happening to him. Is it something I'm putting out there? Then he raises up his leg to highlight the very problem. And Phoebe kind of confusedly shakes her head. And he asks, is this my fault or am I nuts? Phoebe is at a loss for words, but then in comes my hero, Gunther. "Hey, buddy, this is a family place. Put the mouse back in the house." And then he points to it. He actually put the mouse back in the house. It does a little gesture.
Like, put that thing away.
And then Robert gets thoroughly embarrassed, which, again, you think he'd be aware.
Yeah. I don't know. So,
if you were wearing shorts with no underwear
and things were
or boxers,
yeah,
you would just always be hanging out.
Yeah. I would tell somebody. I would tell you. If we were dating.
Oh, yeah.
And it was hanging out all the time. And my friends made fun of you.
Right.
I'd be like, dude, I need to talk to you. And if you want to break up with me afterwards, that's fine. But somebody's got to tell you your junk is loose.
But again, I would just be like Gunther. I would just be like, dude, your dick's right there. What are you doing?
You're surprised that Chandler didn't make a joke about it or something. Like,
well, I think he was like, too. Oh, my God.
Like, we don't even know each other, and I've
Right.
seen your schwanz.
Here's Savants.
I love that movie. All right. We're back at Richard. Well, we're at Richard's place.
Yes.
Monica, Richard, and then his date.
Yeah.
Monica returns the surprise, but she gets her own surprise. She's at Richard's apartment. Does she still have a key?
Probably.
And she's lighting candles and spreading rose petals. No originality. The exact same surprise.
Exact same surprise. At least she's not in a tux.
She puts a rose in her mouth and jumps on the bed. Ow, thorn. We hear Richard outside the bedroom talking. Really? Well, it's just like everyone else's apartment. It's got rooms and walls and ceilings.
I like that he does sound like he's already trying to blow her
Yeah,
off.
he's like, he doesn't know Monica's there.
Right.
Yeah. Richard's date says, well, I just wanted to see where you live. Now give me the tour. Monica, realizing what is about to happen, says, oh my God, oh my God. She frantically tries to clean up the bedroom, and Richard starts a tour. He shows her the living room and the kitchen. She seems very impressed.
Yeah.
And then says, wait a minute, don't I get to see the bedroom? Richard says, the bedroom. Well, it's pretty much your typical, opens the door as Monica hides under the covers and quickly closes the door before his date can see the room. Typical bedroom. All right. Richard's date says, we're still on this side of the door. And Richard says, and she says, yeah, but I still didn't get to see it. Richard explains, oh, shoot. Maybe next time. Oh, thanks for a lovely evening. Shows her out.
Yeah, that yawn is too. She's like, I just got blown off. Wow.
Right? And she's not that good looking. Richard's good looking. Looks young.
I honestly have no idea what she looks like between the outfit and the hair. It could be Zach Galifianakis in there.
Yeah.
Everything's so distracting. It's like designing women all of a sudden. What's happening?
Definitely not his type. So Richard enters and sits down on the bed next to Monica, still hiding under the covers. From under the covers, Monica asks, so, who is she? Richard laughs and explains that was his blind date that he told me about.
Yeah.
She called and switched it to today. Monica, still hiding under the blankets, goes, do you like her? And I'm just asking a friend because I'm totally fine with this. Dr. Burke points out, well, you seem fine. Monica emerges from the blankets. Okay, you know what? I'm not fine. I'm not. I mean, how can I be? Hearing you come in with her, she wants to see your bedroom. Then light bulb. You know what? What if we're friends who don't see other people?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Richard asks, you mean like exclusive friends?
Still happy and healthy.
Monica says, sure, why not? I mean, this has been the most amazing week. Would that be so terrible? Even if we were friends who lived together. Or maybe someday friends who stood up in front of their other friends and vowed to be friends forever.
And maybe friends who made other new little friends.
Richard's sad now, says, wow, you know, we're back where we were, honey. I would love to do all that, but nothing's changed. Monica, also sad, says, that's not true. You don't have a mustache.
They made you shave it for that movie.
Richard says, okay, one thing's changed, but we still want different things, and we know how this is going to end. Monica comes to her senses and says, you know what? I've got to walk out of here right now, because getting over you is the hardest thing I ever had to do, and I don't think I could do it again. And Richard follows with, I know I couldn't. Mon kisses him and says, how about one last game of racquetball? While kissing Richard, picks her up and puts her down on the bed while Monica warns, watch the thorns.
Ow!
Friends forever.
And ever. And ever. Won't that be nice? All right, so now we're at the stinger.
Yeah.
Monica and Rachel's in there, and Joey opens the door. Terribly sad.
Aww.
And Rachel asks what? And he says, Beth is really, really sick. And Rachel pulls out a chair for him to sit down, and he explains that Joe is there, but he doesn't think there's anything she can do.
Joey, you want to put the book in the freezer?
Okay.
Okay.
And then she puts the book in the freezer, and that's the end of the episode.
Cut and print.
Cut and print.
All right, we're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back.
That's right. Ready for the gym? They've got a new rock climbing wall. We can spot each other.
No, I can spot you from here.
What?
Okay, listen, Robert. I think you're really, really great.
Oh, God. Here we go again. Why does this keep happening to me? Is it something I'm putting out there? Or is this my fault? Or am I just nuts?
I don't know what to say.
Hey, buddy. This is a family place. Put the mouse back in the house.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
What did we learn from this episode?
Well, Joe, why don't you tell me what you learned?
That Joey does not pay attention to pronouns. And you are never too old for chocolate milk or Yoo-hoo with a funny straw.
Aw, citing precedent.
What did you learn?
I learned that Rachel can read. Monica and Richard are still not a match.
Yeah.
And lots of guys are going commando on Friends. David Crane, anything to share? What's going on there?
What are your final thoughts?
I like that Cornelius works in the neighborhood at the video store. Hence, always at the coffee shop. I hope he returns in the background or otherwise.
And then, would you tell someone that they were coming out of their shorts? I had to tell the guy at work one time to put his clothes back on.
Oh.
I'm sure if I had to, I would tell someone to put their junk away.
Yeah. Like I said, I definitely would.
All right, what's our sweater vest tracker?
Holy crap.
Yeah.
So the prior count was 5.
Right.
There were 3 today.
3 in one episode.
3 in one episode. We shot up to 8.
8 sweater vests.
Yes.
I think we passed your original number. I can't remember. Maybe it was 13.
I think you picked 14 and I picked 13.
Okay. We're
think
getting close.
I think that sounds familiar because I remember saying I'll go with lucky number
13. That's right. All right. What was our rating for this episode?
Our rating was 8.1 out of 10 stars with 5,300 ratings.
All right. So our review this week is 8 out of 10 by Lady Amina, Amina, December 31st, 2014.
Okay.
The one where Monica and Richard are friends.
Oh.
They wrote cough.
Yeah, they did write cough. Interesting.
All right, Richard and Monica run into each other at the video store, and after helping him make a lasagna for a potluck dinner, they're knocking boots. Clearly, they're not over each other. Monica's an attractive woman, but her bossy personality and obsessive-compulsive behavior makes you wonder just what men see in her.
Hey, I like her bossy nature. And
Rich...
it'd be nice to have somebody clean up.
Yeah, it would. Richard is a mature, good-natured man who is firm when he has to be, and I'm glad he stuck to his guns with Monica, tentatively talking about having babies.
Yeah.
Monica, if the man does not want to have children at his age, do not try and force it on him. That's why you broke up with him in the first place.
Yeah, come on, Monica. Don't you watch the show?
Phoebe has no problem saying ridiculous things or speaking her mind in almost every Friends episode.
Oh.
So not see why she had difficulty telling her current boyfriend, you know what? You're peeping out of your shorts.
That's true. Again, valid.
Spirited Phoebe was suddenly rather prudish Phoebe. Joey's introduction to Alcott's Little Women was funny and moving. Funny because he thought Joe was a boy and Lori was a girl, and moving because he obviously got to the chapter, The Valley of the Shadow, where Beth dies. That's the name of the chapter.
Yeah.
I've read that book, and that chapter in particular still makes me cry.
Oh.
That's the end of their review. But I have my favorite one-line review from our old friend, Bevo13678, April 5th, 2021. 10 out of 10. Title is Nice.
Nice.
I like the bit with the hamburger. It made me want to go out and get a hamburger.
The bit with the hamburger.
When Richard says, do you want to go get a hamburger?
Right. Somebody mentioned the word hamburger.
And they're hungry.
They're like,
I think Bevo may be token while he's watching this episode.
I need a hamburger, man.
remember we talked about Pulp Fiction always makes me hungry?
Yeah.
Because they're eating pancakes and they have this big juicy burger.
Right.
And I'm always like, dang, that looks good.
Dang.
All right, what's next week's episode?
Next week's is the one with Phoebe's ex-partner.
Ooh.
Phoebe reunites with her ex-singing partner, Dottie from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Chandler dates a one-legged woman that Joey knows nothing about. And Ross goes to a fashion lecture, so Mark won't have to.
That was nice of you. Are you ready for some maladjusted content?
Yeah.
All right. Not much happened this week, but we did watch a lot.
Yeah.
So we watched a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
Or a scary movie. Is it horror or scary?
Yeah.
All right. But it's called No One Will Save You.
No One Will Save You.
And there's 0 dialogue in the movie.
There's like 2 lines.
Yes. But it was really good.
Yeah. It was PG-13. You were like, what is this? I was like, relax. It's PG-13. I think you can handle it.
You asked the girl kid if she wanted to watch it, and she said, no thanks. But it was really good. It was action-y. There was a lot going on. And you really didn't miss the dialogue. But there were some awkward moments where you're like, okay, somebody should have said something at this point. But it was good. I enjoyed it.
I think they did a good job. Most of the time, the actress that's by herself, Caitlin Dever, does a really good job.
Yeah.
She, is in most of the movie by herself.
Yeah.
And she doesn't...
Yeah.
She doesn't John McClane it. She just
right.
just runs around and being quiet.
She's not talking to herself. She's doing stuff. But it was really good. Yeah. We also watched The Challengers. Challengers. Oh, not The Challengers.
No,
just Challengers.
I think it's just Challengers, yes.
So it had Zendaya in it.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know the other 2 guys.
No, they are Mike Feist and Josh O'Connor.
And
they were really good. Everybody was really good.
Really good. And they were tennis players.
Yeah.
And they were best friends. The 2 guys.
The 2 guys.
Best friends. And they ended up being in a tournament where they were paired against each other.
Yeah. And there's like a love triangle thing going on. And
it was really good.
And yeah, I enjoyed it. I really like that director, Luca Guadagnino. He directs a bunch of movies I like. Bones and All with Timothée Chalamet and the new Suspiria. He did both of those.
Cool.
And that he got I can't remember if it won an Academy Award, that Call Me By
Your
Name.
Call Me By My Name.
Call Me By Your Name.
Somebody got an Academy for that.
Yeah,
I think it was.
I don't know if it was Timothy or an Army Hammer was in that.
Army Hammer.
Army Hammer. He had troubles, let's just say.
That's right. And then we're still watching, but we started season 2 of The Tourist, which is on HBO Max, right?
Yeah, and it picked back up a little bit. Yeah. Well, the first couple episodes were kind of like, but it seems to be back on track now.
But it's weird. Lots of weird things are happening.
Yeah. The first season was weird.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in Australia
in
the first season, and then in the second season, they're in Ireland. So, yeah, it's just, I like it. I like them, and I like that the girl.
She is Danielle MacDonald.
She's a good actress. She was in a movie with Jennifer Aniston from Friends called Dumplin'. And it was really good. Jennifer Aniston played this like beauty pageant mom and wanted her to be in a beauty pageant. And
we'll throw that in the ring for the end of the between the next season.
Movie. Yeah. But she's really good, and she's just she's cute. She's just a normal person. She's not like some gorgeous model actress.
Well, I think she's very attractive.
She's very cute.
But she's
normal.
Yeah.
She's got a normal body. And then Jamie Dornan, who's this really hot Irish guy. And so she feels kind of insecure in their relationship. But I think it's really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cute.
I can't wait to see what happens. Something sad happened last night, so.
Yeah. We'll see where it goes.
Right. All right. Well, I think that's everything. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. We're so glad you stumbled across our podcast. And if you're enjoying it, please share with other friends, fans. And if you want to contribute to the podcast, pick your favorite episodes, send us your thoughts or reactions, and we'll share them on the episode.
Yeah.
You can also write just to say hello.
Yeah, come on. We'd like to hear from more of you misfits out there. We have several more seasons to go, and we'd rather share your comments than read just random stuff off randos off of IMDb. So reach out.
Yeah. Email us at themaladjustedmisfits@gmail.com. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. You can follow the links in the show notes. The pages are called The One Where We Talk About Friends.
Joe, you ready for a cup of coffee?
Always. Naked friends.